Hello friends, welcome to the Ahka Youth Development Center, part of the Thai Ahka Ministries Foundation, which was started by an Ahka gentleman by the name of Luca. The goal of the AYDC, as they call it here, is to provide Ahka children a means to get an education where they can obtain their citizenship so they can get their basic human rights. The problem is even though the Ahka are tribal people who've lived on these mountains in northern Thailand for thousands and thousands of years, the Thai government does not recognize them as legal citizens. Because of that, they cannot travel outside of their province. They cannot get government health care. They need to pay for their health care. Most of them are farmers who grow crops on the side of a mountain. They don't have a lot of money. They can't get legal jobs, and being an Aboriginal people, they face tremendous discrimination. The good news is that if an Ahka child goes to a Thai school, graduates from a Thai school, he can apply for their citizenship. The problem is that living way up in the middle of the mountains, that's usually awfully difficult and very expensive. They can't afford. That is the purpose of the Ahka Youth Development Center. The kids come here, they stay in the hostel, they go into Chiang Rai, into town for school. So that way they can graduate, get their citizenship, and get their human rights, and that should be afforded to everyone. The problem with that is you need to be careful of how you do it, so that way you're not running a residential school. Here at the AYDC, all the staff are Ahka, all the churches they work with are Ahka, all the villages they work with are Ahka. Here at the center, the children speak Ahka. On Saturday, they have special classes to learn their cultural skills, handicraft, their oral tradition, to preserve their culture. But at the same time, AYDC is doing a very good job of negotiating globalization. Some of these kids are going to go back to their villages, and some of them are going to move into town and enter modern society. And that's where the soap project comes in. So the idea is that these Ahka farmers grow all sorts of crops that you can make soap with. They grow avocado, pineapple, there's coconut, there's ginger, there's macadamia nuts, papayas, all sorts of things you need for soap and spa products. So when these kids graduate from high school, because I said they're an Aboriginal people, they're discriminated against, they have a hard time getting jobs. So my vision is, let's buy these crops from the farmers, give them a fair price, for what they're growing, help the economy in the local villages. Come here. This is the future soap workshop. This is an empty room at AYDC. We could make some really good soap here, make some soap, hire the kids once they graduate from school to make soap, label soap, open up a tourist spa, get some scholarships to send some kids to learn to be spa technicians, estheticians, pay everyone fairly, take the profit, and support what's happening here at AYDC, the Ahka churches, Youth with the Mission, Steps of Justice, and use that as an economic engine to provide financial opportunities, economic opportunities for the Ahka, and also to support the awesome work that's happening here and in missions all over. So. The great thing is AYDC is also looking at, they're very into the idea of microenterprise. They don't want to be dependent upon donations and foreign donations. And today there's an awful lot of work going on. Behind me you see an organic tea plantation. They're raising tea. They're looking at markets for tea to make this sustainable. And today actually is the replanting of the rice field. So I'm going to go check that out. So this is what it looks like. This is the vision. Ahka Youth Development Center, want to get Ahka kids their basic human rights and provide opportunities for them to have jobs, to provide for their families. And they just want to work, man.